fish this part of the, well, it's kind of off the river, but this creek in the better part of a year. It's probably been since the BFS video I did last spring, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, we got a chance of catching smallmouth, largemouth, spotted bass, bluegill, rock bass, maybe even trout. So we're gonna get down here, mess around for a couple hours, and see what happens. Okay, that was a really bad idea to go that way. I almost ended up in the creek here. Got it. Got us fish. We ain't skunked. Feels pretty good, and I bet I know what it is. Even though he just scooted on in. Very pretty rock bass. Good size one too for this creek. And he has got a lot of like weird black splotches on his face. Let's get a picture real quick and get it back. And what I caught that on is one of the things that I won in the giveaway a while back. This is, I believe, a 1/16 ounce chartreuse head by Mule Fishing Supply Company and their Morning's Dawn, something like that. No, Dakota Sunrise, stonefly or horsefly. Yeah, horsefly. I feel bad for not knowing all that. I bought all his stuff and can't remember the names. And we got us another fish. What are you? You're my first one of these of the year. Yes. This is an absolute gorgeous smallmouth. Hold on, homie. Hold on. Don't come off. Jeez. That is awesome. I haven't caught a smallmouth in the better part of a year. That is just gorgeous. I'll get another picture of that one. Let's get that bad boy back. Now this little pocket that I'm fishing in right here doesn't look very deep, but right now, even with the water down, is probably getting close to 7 feet. Well, I just had a mild disaster coming to my next spot. All of those plastics that were organized in this tray right here emptied out into the bottom of my backpack. Yay. Alright, this spot that I'm coming up to now is kind of a sketchy spot. Not so much because of the terrain, but it's off the road. And people like to come down here and leave trash and do drugs and shit like that. At one time, probably 2 years ago, I was down here and found a knife and a heroin needle. Jeez. Had an even bigger tree fall. There's 1, 2, 3, plus a fourth just massive pine fell right here. Huh. I'm glad I wasn't there when it happened. Actually, I would have liked to have been at a distance to be able to hurt it. Yeah, used to, you'd have to walk the bank right on the edge of the water all the way up here and then cross that little gap right there. But now, it's not really possible. And there's a little bit better trail through the woods here. I have caught some good smallmouth out of this spot too. Funny enough, I would bring a light rod down here and catch one of these tiny little shiners and put it on another rod with a little bit bigger hook and use those little shiners as live bait. And it was actually about right here. I'd chuck them out upstream and just let them do their thing, wiggling and waggling. And those smallmouth at the time when they were in here would just beat the snot out of them, throw them out of the water, kick them out of the water, chew them up, spit them back out, hit them again. They worked really good. I've caught several smallmouth on shiners that I've caught directly out of this little pocket. I've got a fish. Don't know what it is, but I got a fish. It is a less desirable that had high ambitions. Little creek chub or... Dude, chill. Little creek chub or whatever you are. That bait's as long as you are. What are you doing, man? That is a gorgeous fish, so... Had to get a couple extras. Alright. I know there's at least one trout swimming around over there. I watched it come up at the end of this log and eat something off the surface. Got it. Where did it go? Ah, you're not. Alright. I wasn't expecting to catch this, so I didn't really come prepared, but got us a little rainbow. Chill. We'll try to... let him tire out for a second. Decent stalker rainbow. Chill. Well, so much for getting a picture. That was a less graceful release than I had wanted to give it. Oh well. I'll just steal a picture from the video. But that was a less graceful release than I wanted to give it. But it swam off fine. So, not too worried about it. And we got a, big trout. Whoa. This one's got some amazing color on it. Alright, I'm gonna try to get my... Alright, I got my hands wet. Look at that trout. Chill, 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 chill. Chill, 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 chill. That is one of the prettiest rainbows I have ever caught. I have never caught a rainbow that pretty. Let's try to get it back. Guys, it's so far out already and I can still see its colors. Alright, down here just below the spot where we just came from, I had to beat and bash my way through these trees just to get through here because my big ass didn't want to fit. But this is a good looking little pocket, so we're going to give it a few casts. I really don't expect much because there's so much current right here. There's not really anywhere that they can hide, but we'll find out. Well, I broke my line, so I'm gonna head back up to my vehicle and maybe hit one more spot. It's 10 after 4. Alright, I had to hang around down there at the creek for a few minutes, just listening to the water and all that good stuff, and just poking around, seeing if I could find any arrowheads and stuff like that. Which, fun fact, I have never found a arrowhead in my entire life. I've probably looked at them and seen them 100 times, just didn't know it. But this whole area is a big part of Native American history. But anyway, we're going to hit one more spot and head home. And here's the ledge. That's I'd say that's about a 70 or 80 foot drop. And that right there is where we're going. And we here, and I'm very surprised at how clean this is. I mean, there's a little bit of trash, but still, there's no exception or no reason to do that. So why? The last time I was down here, there was a pile of cans and paper towels and crap like that that couldn't have been there more than just a couple of days. But this is one of the deeper or deepest pools in this little creek, and we might, if I can get my big hind end around the bend here and up on that ledge, might fish the other side. Whew, my stubby little legs don't like doing that. Alright, well, if I'm being honest, that was not a bad little afternoon up here on the creek, up in the mountains. Like I said, I hadn't fished it in a very long time. Probably getting close to a year or more now. But I brought a bunch of baits that I ended up not using because all I used today was stuff from Mule Fishing Supply Company. Now, this is not one of their boxes. It's just a little Plano that I had, and just put all of my mule fishing stuff in there. But what we ended up using the most of today, if I can get one out, all of these are kind of dirty because, as you've seen, I triple sow cow and all that today in my backpack. I'm trying to get one that's not covered in dirt. Anyway, we'll use that right there, a little 1.2 inch mule minnow. It's a teeny tiny little fluke style bait. And then the other that we used is the Dakota Sunrise horsefly. I believe that was the only two colors that we actually used out of the whole thing. But on top of that, this is kind of an unboxing, a secondary unboxing, because I accidentally deleted the original unboxing video of a new product from Mule Fishing. All of these come in a 3-pack, by the way, and this is the brand new. I've known about this for probably 3 weeks now. The big order that I placed on Discount Tackle after the giveaway that they had. Ethan from Mule Fishing sent me a message, said, hey, I want to send you a unreleased product, but don't say anything about it until after the release. So this is after the release, and if you're on my Instagram or Facebook, you've probably already seen it, or even in my YouTube community thing. But this is the brand new Bronco blade from Mule Fishing Supply Company. It's just one of those little spinners that you can take and attach to your jig heads, turn it into a little spinner bait, give it some flash to, you know, stand out from everything else that's swimming around at the time. I believe they're like $3.99 for a 3-pack. That one there was the chrome one. This one here is your gold one. It's got the little, hopefully you can see it, the Mule Fishing logo on there. Now, for those of y'all that like to fish a lot of stained water, dirty water, or just want that real good flash in clear water, he's got you covered. Chartreuse. You just attach these, like I said, to your jig head or just a hook or whatever. And there you go. Now this one is my favorite. I forget what the name of it was, or the color pattern name was, but it was freaking awesome. I remember that much. This is your just bright orange. I believe it was something fire. I'll put it on the screen somewhere. But again, just a little spinner that you put on your jig heads. Let's see if I can get one out here for the very few of y'all that don't know what I'm talking about, because the vast majority of anglers have fished a beetle spin at some point in their life, and this is pretty much that. Again, these are the Bronco blades by Mule Fishing Supply Company. So go check them out. Go check out Mule Fishing. Fish Anything here on YouTube. Go check out Discount Tackle. Big thanks again to them again for doing the giveaway that I was lucky enough to win. And big thanks again to Fish Anything here on YouTube for sending these out to me pre-release, which is pretty freaking awesome. Like, I really enjoyed or appreciated that he did that, because I never get the opportunity to test out pre-release baits. Anyway, hope you liked the video. Again, this outro is taking long enough. One more time, Mule Fishing Supply, Fish Anything, Discount Tackle. Check them all out. Thanks for watching.